Consider, if you will, the lands between, a place where gods rise, empires fall, and ambition often pays a price in blood. At the heart of this story lies Queen Marika, a figure as complex as the Elden Ring she would one day shatter. Marika's story begins in the hinterlands, amidst the shamans of a forgotten village. A Numen by birth, her people were said to possess flesh that harmonized with others, a trait that was exploited by the Hornsent in their gruesome jar rituals. Captured villagers were sliced apart, their remains stuffed in jars to create what the Hornsent called saints. This was a world that shaped Marika, a world of cruelty where survival demanded more than strength. It demanded will. The Two Fingers, emissaries of the greater will, chose her as an Empyrean, a candidate for godhood. They gifted her with a shadow-bound beast, her half-brother Malakath, to serve as her protector. With their blessing, Marika ascended the heights of Vanir Elium and became a vessel for the Elden Ring. But divinity, as it turns out, is not a gift. With the power of the Elden Ring, Marika ushered in the Age of the Erdtree, establishing the Golden Order. Yet her vision of perfection demanded sacrifice. She waged war against the Glomite Queen, a fellow Empyrean, and removed the Rune of Death from the Elden Ring itself, locking it away within Malakath. Mortality was banished, but so too was the balance. To build her order, Marika took Godfrey as her consort, naming him the first Elden Lord. Together they waged war against all who opposed the Erdtree. Godfrey fought, bled, and conquered in her name. But when his final foe fell, the fire in his eyes dimmed. And for Marika, usefulness without a purpose is no virtue. Marika cast Godfrey and his kin, the Tarnished, from the lands between, declaring their grace lost. She returned to her birthplace only once, a village now empty, its people long gone. There, she left a braid of her hair as an offering to the grandmother, a silent tribute to the life she could never reclaim. It was the last time she would walk among the living as one of them. As wars raged, Marika's plans unfolded. She sent Radagon, her male self, to subdue Liurnia. What began as conquest ended in union as Radagon wedded Queen Rennala the Carion royal family, forging an uneasy truce. Together they bore 3 children, Radon, Rykard, and Ranni. But Radagon's loyalty to Marika would pull him back to her side, leaving Rennala to mourn a betrayal she'd never seen coming. Marika's carefully constructed world began to crumble on the Night of the Black Knives. A fragment of the Rune of Death was stolen, used to craft god-slaying weapons. The first victim, Godwyn the Golden, her beloved son. Overcome by grief, she took a hammer and shattered the Elden Ring itself, scattering the fragments across the lands between. The shattering plunged the world into chaos. Her demigod children waged endless wars for the Great Runes, while Marika herself was imprisoned within the very tree she birthed. And so, the cycle begins anew. The Tarnished rise, the Elden Ring is mended or burned, and Marika remains. Perhaps you've heard her story before, perhaps you'll hear it again, but in the shadow of the Erdtree, one truth remains. Gods, like mortals, are bound by choices they make, and those choices, they echo into eternity.